Palliative treatment in medical context actually means temporary relief or removal of some of the most disturbing symptoms in the patient using some drugs, without curing the underlying disease. In some situations, palliative approach is used to reduce sufferings until correct diagnosis and treatment protocol is finalized, whereas palliative approach becomes the only option in incurable and terminal conditions. Allopathic palliative treatment involves the use of certain chemical drugs in molecular forms to reduce the sufferings, without any hope of cure by that prescription. Since chemical molecules can interact with biological molecules, allopathic palliation may produce harmful effects also. In fact, allopathic palliation makes the case more complicated, and hence it is normally used as a temporary relief measure only in cases that are considered to be incurable. Some homeopaths use mother tinctures and their combinations, and even allopathic drugs under the label of palliative prescription. Even if you call it homeopathic drugs, removal of symptoms using molecular forms of drugs such as mother tinctures, low-potency drugs or so-called biochemic salts are actually not at all different from allopathic palliation. Such palliation using mother tinctures and low-potency drugs may also harm the patient, or hinder the curative process similar to allopathic palliation, since those drugs in molecular forms are no way different from allopathic drugs regarding their biological mechanism of action. Use of such drugs also may produce harmful effects or make the case more complicated, since the chemical molecules contained in them can produce molecular inhibitions in unexpected biological targets. To be really homeopathic in its real sense, palliation should be produced by applying drugs potentized above 12C, which contain only molecular imprints. Since molecular imprints cannot interact with biological molecules, and can interact only with pathogenic molecules, homeopathic palliation cannot produce any harmful effects. Potentized drugs act only if there are some molecular inhibitions that could be removed by the molecular imprints contained in the particular potentized drug. Symptoms could be removed using potentized drugs only if the underlying molecular errors are removed at least partially. Homeopathic palliation using drugs potentized above 12C never hinders the cure. In its exact meaning, it is actually not palliation, but partial cure. We can convert this partial cure into complete cure by supplying the additional molecular imprints that were missing in the earlier prescription, by new drugs given as complementary prescriptions or as combinations.